Every Wednesday, we get to hear a little bit from Anthony Richardson. He's got one game behind him. He's got a big game coming up. Is it a big deal that he's going to play against CJ Stroud, who he's known since high school? How does he treat his teammates? All of these questions answered by Anthony Richardson today in a wide-ranging media availability.
This guy is a great guy. Got the whole team headphones, expensive ones too, like they weren't cheap. Right here for the whole team, defense, and offense.
Get out of here,
special
man.
teams too. Like he's got that money.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna get y'all.
All right.
Just a couple days after, how would you assess the film review, breaking down what you saw in your first game, what you can build going into week 2?
Just being a little bit more smarter with the ball, with the details, just fine tuning that. One of the plays, I miscalled it for Pitt, and we got mixed up with the formation, the motion, and everything. So just detailing that up, and just being smarter with the ball, helping the team out.
I think people were expecting to see maybe a few more shots in that game. Looking back through, were there moments where you thought that could happen, or how do you kind of get that part going?
We were dialing it up. We had some planned, take some shots. And the one play we did have a shot, protection wasn't there, and we just tried to make a play and scramble around a little bit. But hopefully we can stand in the pocket a little bit more stronger, a little bit more firm, and take the shots down the field.
So close to winning last week. How much are you looking forward to this Sunday and getting out there?
Well, I'm excited. Always playing with my brothers. Getting out there on the field, just putting on that horseshoe on my head. That's always a blessing for me. But coming out there trying to get a victory, we know the details matter, so we're just trying to focus on the details and trying to get this victory.
Anthony, in some sense, is it a sense of relief for you to get that first game in the past? There's so much build up to your first game in the pros. Now you can kind of focus on the week-to-week aspect of it.
It was a sense of relief, just getting the first one under my belt. But I got a whole bunch more to do. I got a whole bunch more ahead of me and ahead of the whole team. So we're just trying to focus on that and just do it week by week.
When you look at, so much was made about the third down conversion, not very good. How much you look at first down, not being very effective on first down?
That was just us, not being, right or doing better with our execution when it came to first down. We knew we were going to be aggressive throughout the whole game plan. So the third down conversion stuff, it wasn't a problem for us because we knew we wanted to convert those downs. But like I said, just fine-tuning some details and just trying to be more efficient on first and second down.
Anthony, Trevor Lawrence spoke to you after the game and said protect yourself. Did he need to say that to you? Do you need to protect yourself more?
I think it depends. It depends on the situation, time on the clock, score, all that. But as a quarterback in this league, you do have to protect yourself a lot, if you want to, withstand, stand in this league. So he is definitely right by telling me that, and I definitely took it into account.
Is it a fine line? Because you had 4th and 5, and you went for it, and you got it. Is it a fine line between being aggressive and taking care of yourself?
I believe so. Like you said, 4th and 5. Got to have a situation, so you got to put your body on the line for the team. Because I know they'll do it for me, so you got to risk it sometimes just to help the team.
Yeah, do you know CJ much at all? I know it was pre-draft. You probably got to what do you think about him as a player and just what you guys all know?
I love CJ. I've known him since high school. We went to a few camps together. Been through college together, talk a lot. So whenever I see him, I always tell him that he's a GOAT, he's a baller. But, I'm looking forward to playing against their team. But, yeah, he's definitely a dog. He's a baller.
What have you learned in your time, playing in Florida and now here about, what matters and what doesn't about, outside noise?
Outside noise doesn't matter because they don't know what's going on in these buildings behind the doors and the walls. Only us, the people in the organization know what's going on and what truly really matters. But, my teammates matter, the organization matters, the coaches matter. So just focusing on the right things instead of everything else. We're just trying to better ourselves.
How good do you feel coming out of that tunnel on Sunday and the support you have from the fans here?
That was exciting. I felt the love ever since I got here. But to be able to run out the tunnel and get the same love, it felt great. Well, hopefully we can get the victories for the organization and the fan base.
How do you get something like Alec more involved, I guess, in the offense? And what is it like just still building chemistry with him?
Just trusting the line and just sitting in the pocket, because I know he's a deep threat. So I just got to stay in the pocket and trust him to get open and trust the line to protect me so I can deliver the ball downfield for him.
Anthony, physically, how did you feel Monday? Shane mentioned a little ankle soreness. How did you feel in the first game?
You know, I was a little sore. I woke up with some feelings that I never felt before. You know, but some of the vets are just like, "Welcome to the league." You know, that's how it's going to be. But you know, just getting in the training room early, taking care of my body. That's the main part.
I'm saying we might see a couple more slides in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
And you probably did you kind of make it known you wanted to go back in the game, because I think Shane said you could have went back, but they made the decision to hold you out. Is that what happened? And what did you say in that moment?
Yeah. When I was on the ground, they told me I got to go out for a play. I'm like, man, dang, I don't want to go out for a play, but I knew I had to. So I sat out that one play, and I was ready to go back in there, but they told me just take it easy, because I knew we had to score right there, and I wanted to score bad for the team just so we can get closer to the victory. But you know, sometimes you got to live and learn.
All right, so Pitts, he told the scoop about you giving these guys these headphones. What has it been like for you, though, to have the support from these guys, especially your first year?
You know, I appreciate these guys a lot. You know, ever since I was drafted, you know, they always showed me love. They always led me the right way. So I just felt like it was just a small token of myself, just to, you know, gift everybody some headphones. You know, I don't think it's anything major. You know, it's just me showing them that I appreciate them for supporting me and helping me throughout everything that's been going on for these past few months. But you know, I appreciate my guys, so I just had to show them some love.
Shane's talked a lot about how they wanted to start you early because you learned by playing. So how helpful is it just getting in this week and just being able to review a game where you saw like a defense scheming for you and kind of making improvements off that?
You know, it was extremely helpful, you know, just going through film study with Coach Steichen and then going there with Coach Cam, you know, getting in with Gardner and Sam, just going through the basics, you know, just studying and being out there and learning from my mistakes and then learning from what the defense was giving me, you know. I feel like it's going to help me a lot down the road, so you know, hopefully I can keep pushing and keep the same determination and coming in and studying.
You had that hot read against to Josh Downs. What has it been like just building chemistry with him on that particular play? You know, I guess, how was that maybe just a result of the work you all put in?
No, it's just a matter of trust. You know, he trusted me to stand in the pocket and deliver the ball to him. I trusted him to get open on the route. You know, we run that route a lot. You know, Josh is great at that route. You know, we have a lot of guys that's great at certain routes. So it's just a matter of me just sitting in the pocket and trusting them and them, you know, trusting me delivering the ball.
Is that a play you could have made like earlier on? Is that one that because it was an option route, but is that something that you think like got better over time because you kind of know he kind of knows what each other's going to do?
You know, I feel like it's always there. You know, if I got Josh in the slide, he's running the option route, and I feel like he's always going to be open. So me taking a hit for him and delivering the ball, I don't think it's a problem. You know, because I know he's going to get that yak for me, and you know, we're going to get first down.
Anthony, do you get a couple more juice based on who the other quarterback is, whether it's somebody who's in your draft class or like obviously Trevor last week or somebody good?
No, not really. You know, I try to focus on myself. You know, I try not to compete against others. You know, I try to compete with myself every day just to try to get better. You know, because the last time I was trying to compete with somebody else, I didn't play great. So I'm just focused on myself, focused on my details, and just trying to help my teammates.
When was that?
That was back in college. You know, trying to play against Will Levis and trying to battle against him instead of battling against their team. You know, so just trying to focus on myself, focus on the details, and helping this team.
What's that balance like throughout the game when you're trying to watch film, talk to your teammates, talk to your coach? Like, how do you find that balance on the sideline when you're locked into a game?
You know, we kind of have a scheme of how we like to do it. You know, coming off the field, get the recap of what just happened, and then me just being a leader out there and communicating to my guys, letting them know we're going to be all right. The next play is going to be there, but you got to focus on the details.
That's Anthony Richardson, and how cool is it that he is empathetic enough and present enough and generous enough to give some cans to everybody on the team? I mean, I think that's just awesome. So he's going to go into Houston on Sunday, and he's going to try to figure out how to get his first win. I love the way he talks about competing against himself and being there, understanding what his job is and not worrying about outside noise and not creating more of it by competing against somebody else, saying that he competed last year against Will Levis and that was a mistake. Really interesting, very thoughtful guy, and I think is putting himself in a place where he can succeed faster than others who are really, really into the noise. There's some guys, and we know some guys in that locker room, Shaquille Leonard's one of them, who loves the noise. He loves hearing people criticize him. He says he takes fuel from it. I don't think you do that. I think you do exactly what Anthony Richardson does, and that tune it out and not be a social media guy, not be a brand, just understand your job and do it as best you can. That's Anthony Richardson, And I like that kind of focus.